Yo guys, we're back for another episode of our betting career mode on FIFA 18, where we're starting today's episode off with a training session and going straight into a game against Leeds United. And quickly before this game starts, you might notice through the league table that we've skipped a couple of games, and that's basically because a recording that I had of the last two games messed up for some reason. I don't know why. Basically, the recording was fine when I was watching it, but as soon as I'd send it to my editing platform, it just worked. Every time I sent it to that and had it on there, the footage would corrupt for some reason, and it wouldn't let me edit it in any way or anything like that. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, we missed a couple of games. One of them was against Bolton. I believe we won that game, and there was a game after that I think we drawn. We didn't play too well in either game, but we do go into this one with a bit of hope, trying to regain a little bit of form from them two games, and hopefully that these games will be good so it doesn't mess up in any way. As we come forward and try and get on the attack, but nothing actually comes from that, it just gets deflected wide. As we come forward again, trying to make that space, as we come forward on the ball, trying to find that space, Miller puts it into the back of the net, but unluckily for us, he was offside, and unfortunately the goal didn't actually count. But straight from that kickoff from the offside, they come forward with an easy counter attack. They take on one defender and smash it across goal, but luckily for us, Roberts couldn't quite put it into the bottom corner, because that was a great run from him. It would have been a very nice finish if it had gone in, but luckily it didn't, and we can't ask for more than that for the fact that it didn't go in the back of the net, luckily for us. As straight from kickoff here of the second half, we come forward on the ball, trying to find that space and get a little bit more going, because nothing really happened in this game attacking wise or anything like that really. As we came forward, we whip across in, it gets headed into the bottom corner with a fantastic header, and I believe it's Tom Hopper that scored that goal. Yes, it was. He's playing really well when he is playing this season, and his aerial threat is being a key part of me playing him this season. He's playing very well. He's a very good header of the ball. When we can get that cross into him, you know he's going to be the one to win the header. It's just the fact of him putting it on target or not, and hopefully he'll be scoring more of those goals as the season progresses. And if he does keep scoring them kind of goals, then I'm going to be playing him in more games. As you see, he's scored 5 goals now throughout the season, and he's started every game I believe that he's scored in the sense of the only games he hasn't yet made a appearance off the bench. But as you see, they come on the attack not long after and put the ball into the bottom corner, and once again shabby defending, and Kemar Roof puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1. And I don't know what's happened to this team recently, but the defensive side of this team at the moment is gone to absolutely ruptures, because it's absolutely terrible, and keeper should have done a hell of a lot better there. I believe it's Grimshaw in goal in this game, as we had a little bit of a change round, but he should have done a hell of a lot better there. But that is how that game ends. It was a pretty boring game, to be fair. There wasn't a lot of chances. Fair enough, there was 2 goals in it. Unfortunately, they weren't both for us, and the game does end 1 apiece. But honestly, there wasn't many chances created for either side, and probably I'd say that if anything, Leeds probably deserved to win that game, and we didn't really deserve out of it because of how poorly we played. But it did end 1-1, and it's a point nonetheless. Whether it was a good point or not, it counts for something. As you see, we come into the 24th game of the season now, nearly halfway through the season at this point. Still the best defensive side in the league, even though I was saying that we haven't defended very well at the moment. And to be fair, the attackers ain't played very well either, like as well as they should be in Akins and Bent, and Hopper has played well. Varner has played well when he has played, but again, because of his stamina, can't really play him in many games. And also, what's the last player? Sordell as well, playing well off the bench. But he hasn't really done too much since he came off the bench in the past few games either. But we do come forward against Norwich here, trying to get a game started really well after the disappointing point again away at home against Leeds in the last game. As we come forward, trying to put the pressure on Norwich here, trying to put the ball in the back of the net, but unluckily Bent puts the ball wide, and it remains at 0-0. As we come forward on the attack again, Cogler being a key part of our attack in this game, as you see, threads it through to Bent, who takes a good cross, but not really. It was not the best of crosses, but Miller, the shortest man on the pitch, somehow climbs over the defender and puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And honestly, that cross was absolutely dreadful. And honestly, the header wasn't much better. But it does find its way into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And look at that, the height that he got on that. The defender didn't even jump, and Miller only just got above him, and the defender, the goalkeeper here should have done a hell of a lot better, because the way he did this, honestly, he should have done. If that was my keeper, I would have kept him out of the next game, because that was absolutely dreadful. But it is 1-0, and that's a good sign for us as they come forward straight from kickoff here, thinking I ain't having this, we ain't going behind and staying behind for long at least. As they come forward on the attack, trying to put some pressure on us straight away. They find a way into the box. It was a good shot, but luckily our defender was in the way there. Honestly, it hit his side, I believe there. Lucky it weren't his elbow or anything like that, even though the elbow was close to his body. But here, that was pretty much the same sort of shot that Miller had there. But luckily Blackman was equal to it. But we do mess up, and we got very, very, very lucky there. As Maddison takes the shot, and I thought at first it got, but it did just go wide of the post, hit the post and go wide. He didn't do very good there. He should have done a hell of a lot better, and it should have really been one apiece at this point. But luckily for us, it did hit the post and go wide, as we come forward with McCroy playing an absolutely wonderful ball. But Bent couldn't capitalise on the superb ball that he did play. Honestly, Bent should have done a hell of a lot better. And one thing that I've noticed about McCroy, whenever he's been on the pitch, he's been a very, very good crosser of the ball, and we've been able to pick a lot of players out with his crosses. So maybe look to playing him a bit more. As Norwich come on the attack here, we get very lucky to intercept as we try and get on the counter attack. Miller turns, but it was a terrible touch as they come forward again on the attack. As you see, they're starting to put a lot of pressure on us here. We mess up with a couple of slide tackles as they cut inside. I don't know how that pass got through, but it did, and it ends up in the back of the net to make it 1 apiece. Honestly, the lad that scored, as soon as he came onto the pitch off the bench, we was nothing but pinned back for. As you seen there was a couple of attacks in there, but I think in this was like the last 2 parts of the attack. I think they had nearly 4 attacks basically in one, and it was absolutely painful to try and get rid of. And unluckily for us, we couldn't get the ball out of our area or even out of our half, and they capitalise on that and make it 1-1. As they come on the attack again in the last minute of the game and smash a shot into the top right corner. a wonderful finish, but unluckily for us, it does mean that we take a 2-1. We go down by 2-1 as Nelson Oliveira puts the ball into the back of the net absolutely wonderfully as he cuts inside and smashes one into the back of the net. It was a perfect strike from the lad, but it's not good enough from us really. After we took the 1-0 lead and then to lose it 2-1 is absolutely dreadful, to be honest. The defence didn't do good enough, and honestly, the lad that came on, I can't, is it Funku, maybe? As soon as he came on, and I'm not lying, as soon as he came on, he was just causing problems all over the pitch. And as you see, he did get a goal and an assist to his name in this game. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and leave a comment as well. Subscribe if you're new, and peace.